Sligo Rovers haven't known a day like this for many years. Not since those famous cup ties with Cove Ramblers back in 1983 has there been a crowd as big as this in the showgrounds. They came today hoping to crown their team as champions of Division 1 and to seal promotion in Dermot Keely's first year as manager. But what has Sligo's recent run meant for the town?
Well, it's meant an awful lot for the club. We've got a lot better support, and the public have got really behind us. The town itself identifies strongly with Sligo Rovers, and it has done so down through the years. So to that extent, it's been good for the town, I think.
And there's a very strong local element to your squad too.
We have about 6 or 7 local players, and the good thing about them is that they're young players mostly and promising, so they should have a future, and it should provide a good basis for us in the future years.
The situation in Division 1 going into the match was that Sligo needed to beat Kilkenny to be champions, while a draw would almost certainly give them promotion. For Kilkenny City, a win was vital as the league came down to the last game.
But it's like going to a cup final, not getting beaten. If you get beaten in the cup final, then everything is gone. So nothing that has gone before now makes any difference, you know.
Is the team at full strength today?
Yeah, the problem is trying to put people in. I could play 15 players a day. That's been the way it is. But it's a nice problem.
Okay, Dermot. Best of luck.
Right.
Hope it goes well
See
for
you.
you.
All right.
See you later. Keely has dealt cleverly on the transfer market, buying Nick Bruges, an experienced goalkeeper. Fran Hitchcock has a lot of Premier Division football behind him, and Dennis Bonner had several years with Galway United before emigration took him out of the league. And Billy Hamilton has scored vital goals in Sligo's recent run. Eamon, things haven't gone so well the last few weeks, and now it's all down to cup tie atmosphere here at Sligo. How do you think it's going to go?
Well, it's obviously going to be a tight game. I think things haven't gone so well in the last couple of games in regard to scoring goals, but I'm quite confident because we've created a lot of chances, and if we can create 1 or 2 of the chances that we have been creating in the last few weeks, I'm quite confident that Conor or John Duffy can do the business today.
Kilkenny City were at full strength today, having appealed Mark Megan's suspension, and a huge crowd travelled from the Marble City, hoping to see the Cats earn a famous victory. Sligo Rovers, of course, had their support. Kilkenny had the best of the early exchanges, and a free kick after 14 minutes from Mark Megan came down for Ollie Walsh, and he went on a superb run which brought him past 3 defenders before Nick Bruges intervened. On the half hour, Sligo had their first attempt on goal. This shot by Damien Dunleavy, sending Alan O'Sullivan diving to his right. Then came possibly one of the best moves of the game. A lovely move by City. 5 men involved. Conor Best there. The sweeping pass from Kieran Marr finding Ollie Welsh. But his pass just a little bit delayed, and Conor Best was caught offside. But the Sligo fans didn't have too long to wait for the opening goal of the match. 38 minutes had gone when Robbie Keegan here cleared his lines. The ball headed back by Kilkenny, but the quick clearance found Billy Hamilton, and he was very aware of O'Sullivan off his line and beat the Kilkenny keeper to make it 1-0 to Sligo. A great moment for the local faithful, and Billy Hamilton his 4th goal in recent matches. Superb quick thinking by the former Northern Ireland international, catching O'Sullivan. And that really forced Kilkenny to come forward in the second half. But Sligo really had the best of the game throughout, and their strength was what separated the sides for a long part of the game. Pierce Walsh there with a superb ball through to Ray Rooney, Sligo's top scorer, and he had the confidence to shoot first time there, although he was forced wide by his poor first touch. All the pressure coming from Sligo Rovers. Ray Rooney again involved here. The support from Fergal Harrison, a local player. And Rooney's cross not cleared by Price, and it broke for Fran Hitchcock. And he blazed it over the bar. Should have been 2-0 there. And twice more in the second half, Sligo Rovers could have extended their lead. A wonderful run coming up here from Fran Hitchcock, easily around Charlie Price. Seeing the options, and Dunleavy in the clear, cracking one off the crossbar. And that just 7 minutes from the end of the match. Not 30 seconds later, Hamilton's header on, Hitchcock with the touch, and Mick Savage, who'd come on as a sub, again striking the woodwork. And it was incredible at this stage that Sligo Rovers hadn't sealed the match. But as so often happens in these cases, with just 2 minutes to go, they gave away a soft goal. A shot by John Duffy was blocked. Ollie Welch's shot went in off Conor Best. And incredibly, that was the last action of the game. Sligo Rovers won, Kilkenny City won. And as the final whistle blew, attention turned to Kilcohen Park and the result of Waterford United's match with Bray Wanderers.
And the final score from Kilcohen Park, Waterford 2, Bray Wanderers 1, which means it will be a playoff for the championship between Sligo Rovers and Waterford, but both teams are promoted.
I think it's a great reward for the people of Sligo. I mean, they showed great commitment earlier on. They took a chance, I think, on me, you know, when I was out of football. They've worked really, really hard here at committee level and raised the money that's necessary to run a club. And I'm so happy for the committee and the players. I'm really delighted.
You must have thought, though, out there today that you were a little bit unlucky with hitting the post on the bar in the last few minutes, and then that soft goal near the end.
Well, the boys are a little bit disappointed, and I had to go in and tell them that we were up. They're a little bit disappointed because we wanted to go up as champions and do things right. But I think the results today mean that we're going to get a playoff, which extends our season a little bit, and we'll go down and do the business the next time. There's no problem.
It's been a great experience for myself and for Morris, and I think the players will certainly benefit from it in the future. They're a little bit downhearted at the moment, but I think when they realise from the beginning of the season up to now that they've done remarkably well and they've everything to be proud of, really.
It's an unfortunate thing about football. It's a hard game, and I've got some difficult decisions to make. But at the end of the day, I'm employed here to ensure that Sligo Rovers are a success and will be a success in the next 2 years. So everything's up for grabs. This year is this year. Next year we're playing in the big league, and there's a big gap. And you can't get carried. You have to accept today that today was brilliant, and everybody should enjoy it. But next year you're in the big circus ring, and you're in with the big boys, and that makes a big difference.
Finally, Dermot, you've won things with Shamrock Rovers, you've won them with Home Farm, you've won them with all sorts of clubs. How does this rank in your success story to date?
It's very difficult to judge. I mean, I don't really look back. I'm a man for looking forward, and I'm not one for remembering and dwelling on past glories. What I can say is that I feel a tremendous sense of achievement here, where I took over a team that was bottom of the league, and now we're promoted. And that's a tremendous sense of fulfilment to do something. That team is mine, and they play today, and I'm very